Hey guys, welcome back. This is Clint, and in today's video I'm going to show you 5 good exercises using nothing but your body weight and a chair. So this will be pretty basic, but for some it might be quite difficult. The good thing about these is if you stick around to the end, I'll show you the different variations that you can do to make it easier or more challenging. I'm going to show you these exercises in no particular order, but once again, if you stick around to the end, I'll show you some more difficult and easier variations of this one. This one is, I like to call island hopping or hot potato. So my hands are just going to be basically on the sides of the chair, nice and firm here. And the width of the chair, I'm going to be jumping from one side to the other, doing so as quickly as possible, okay? So what that means is as soon as my feet hit, I immediately spring to the other side. That's good for fast twitch muscle fibers. It's also going to really work the core because I have to engage it to maintain stability of the spine. Now I typically want to do about 30 seconds to a minute, going as quickly as I can while maintaining good form. Now on this one it's going to be another jumping one, but once again I'll show you how to modify it. But on this one, to make it use more coordination and balance, raise my arms up, and it's a timing thing, hence the coordination. As I raise my legs up, down, so I typically want to go, once again, as fast as I can while maintaining good form. And by moving the arms and legs like that in coordination, your brain has to work a little bit with the body. Okay, on this one, once again, of course, chair exercise, so I got to use the chair. Now, once again, these exercises may not be for everybody, so I'm not claiming that. But they are good exercises for people that can do them. So on this one, what I want to do is like a modified step up, but I'm only going to do one leg at a time. So it's up, down, just like that. Once again, do a set 10 to 15 per side, and just be gentle on the way down. For this exercise, it's a good old-fashioned push-up, only modified using a chair. So if you don't like push-ups, I understand the feeling, but it's still a good exercise. So once again, using the chair for stability, feet back, down, and press away from the chair. Notice how I'm not flaring my elbows out. That's not good for your shoulders, doesn't work the chest as well. You want to have the elbows tucked in some to help protect those body parts. So you mainly focus on the pecs working, the triceps will help some. Anterior deltoid here will be the tertiary muscle working. Core has to stay engaged so you don't wobble. Another good exercise. All right, here's one of the exercises I like doing standing, but of course I am going to modify it to do it seated. So arms up, elbow to opposite knee. You want to focus mostly on getting the knee up as opposed to bending down. Don't want you hurting your back, but it really is a good one for the core that works the entire midsection. Great, so if you stuck around this long, then I'll show you the modified versions. So with the seated ab exercise, one way to make it easier is just simply lift the legs up, alternating. Still going to work the midsection, but a little bit more user-friendly for anybody that has shoulder issues. Now to make this one a little tougher, you could just do all on one side first, crank them out that way, as opposed to alternating. Not a lot more difficult, but it is a little bit more because you're being repetitive in that certain range of motion. All right, so for the push-up, the way you modify it to make it easier, you just don't go through as much range of motion. It's really, because I'm already at an incline, it's easier than a push-up that's totally horizontal. So to make it easier, I just do a little bit less range of motion. Still gonna work those muscles, just makes it easier. Now to make it more difficult, I could turn and put my feet up here and then do the push-up like so, or when I do my push-up up here, keep one leg up in the air and then do it. And that way it works the core a little bit more. Of course, it's going to work the hamstring and glute a little bit more because it has to hang up in the air while you're doing the push-up. On this one with the hot potato, You don't have to go as quickly, and that's one way to make it easier. I could do the step, 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 kind of like a two-step. That's one way to make it easier. Like I said, you could slow down the hops, but one way to make it more difficult is imagine each time you're hopping, you have to hop a little higher and then try to hit yourself in the butt with your feet. So on that one, what I would do is hop. And that makes it a little bit more challenging. Now for this one, it's a little bit more difficult to make it easier because you have to stick your leg up high. So unless you have a smaller stand or you have stairs in your house, hold the guardrail and then do this motion here because it's less range of motion and you have the safety of holding a handrail. That makes it easier. However, to make this one more difficult, you could add more of a hop to it. Now, of course, you have to be careful still, but it takes a little bit more coordination and balance to do that. You want to really be sure that you don't go thud with a flat foot on the ground, land toe to heel. And I don't know if you noticed when I jumped, this foot is coming off the chair a little bit. Once again, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. It's not reinventing the wheel or making it for, Olympic athletes or something, but it is a little bit more difficult. So in this one, there's a couple ways to make it easier. One is to not swing your arms or lift your legs, just simply stand and sit. That's one way. Another way is you do lift your arms and legs, come down and stand, but don't do the jump part. So hopefully that video was helpful. Hope you enjoyed it. If it was helpful and you enjoyed it, then consider subscribing, give me a thumbs up. It helps the channel, helps the video get out there. And don't be shy. If you want any other kind of videos or exercises, just let me know in the comment box below and I'll do my best to make it happen. And hope you have a great day.